Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Meitalina. I'm from 2A Class Grammar, Universitas Negeri Gorontalo. So, I will explain about relative clauses, participle clauses, noun clauses, and adverbial clauses. Relative clauses. What is a relative clause? Relative clause is one kind of dependent clause. It has a subject and verb, but can stand alone as a sentence. It is sometimes called an adjective clause because it functions like an adjective. It gives more information about noun. The relative pronouns are pronouns who stand for people, use subtitle, subtitles. The relative pronouns are pronouns who stand for people, use subtitles for subject nouns or pronouns he, she, we, they. Pronouns whom stand for people, use subtitles for object nouns or pronouns him, her, us, them. Pronoun whose stand for people or things, use subtitles for possessive nouns or pronouns his, her, or theirs. Pronouns that stand for people or things, use can be used for either subject or object, can only be used in restrictive relative clause, see below. Pronouns which stand for things, use can be used for either subject or object, can be used in non-restrictive relative clause. Relative pronouns as subject in red. I like the person. The person was nice to me. I like the person who was nice to me. I had the dog. The dog bit me. I had the dog that bit me. I'm moving to Louisville, KY. It is home to the Muhammad Ali Museum. I'm moving to Louisville, KY, which is home to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Relative pronoun as object in red. I like the bike. My father gave me the bike. I like the bike that my father gave me. Participle clauses. What is a participle clause? Participle clause is a dependent clause which uses a participle form of a verb. These clauses are used to avoid making sentence overly complicated. They are used mainly in written English and they allow us to convey a great deal of information in a shorter form. Types of participle clauses. Participle clauses is a dependent clause which uses a participle form of a verb. These clauses are used to avoid making sentence overly complicated. They are used mainly in written English and they allow us to convey a great deal of information in a short form. What are participle clauses example? We can use participle clauses when the participle and the verb in the main clause have the same subject. For example, waiting for Ellie, I made some tea. While I was waiting for Ellie, I made some tea. Example are of participle being used as adjective. The verb to rise, the present participle, the rising sun, the past participle, the risen sun. The verb to boil, the present participle, the boiling water, the past participle, the boiled water. The verb to break, Then the present participle, the breaking news. The past participle, the broke news. The verb to cook, the present participle, to cooking ham. The past participle, the cooked ham. How do you form a participle clause? Participle clauses are formed by using either the present participle verb using the suffix ing, past participle, the past tense of a verb, or perfect participle, the perfect form of a verb. We can use participle clause when the participle and the verb in the main clause have the same subject. Noun clauses. What is a noun clause? Noun clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb that serve as a noun is a sentence. In the English language, nouns are the words used to refer to people, place, or things. How noun clauses work? Noun clauses include a subject and verb but function as nouns. Adjective clause and adverb clause function as adjective and adverbs, respectively. Noun clauses are dependent clause and cannot function alone as a complete sentence. To work properly in English grammar, noun clause must be part of a large sentence to form a complete thought. For example, in the sentence, she liked that he was always on time. The noun clause that he was always on time cannot stand alone. Four types of noun clauses. Noun clauses are highly versatile. They can function as subjects, objects of proposition, direct objects, indirect objects, and predicate nouns. The first one, I want to know what all the fuss is about. The second one, she will listen to whatever you recommend. In this sentence, whatever you recommend is the noun clause and function as a direct object. The third one, I hope we are going to wherever to the source of the river is. In this sentence, wherever the source of the river is a noun clause that function as the object of the proposition. 2. The last one, the paracutis only flaw was that she balked when given the signal to jump. The noun clause that she balked when given the signal to jump function in this sentence as a subject complement. Adverbial clauses. What is a adverbial clause? An adverbial clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adverb in a sentence. What are the different types of adverbial clause? Here are the different types of clause. Adverbial clauses of manner, adverbial clauses of place, adverbial clauses of condition, adverbial clauses of reason, adverbial clauses of time, adverbial clauses of purpose, adverbial clauses of comparison, of degree, and manner. What is an example of an adverbial clause? Here are two examples. Josh, as he tried to contain his excitement, awaited the company response.